After King Amaziah was killed, the people of Judah made his son Uzziah king. The people really liked Uzziah, even though he was only 16 years old. Uzziah's name meant, "God is my strength." King Uzziah had a prophet friend named Zechariah, and Zechariah taught Uzziah to fear God and obey his laws. When King Uzziah obeyed God, the Lord gave him great success. One of his first successes was to rebuild a town called Elath. King Uzziah reopened a road that made it easy for people to buy and sell a lot of things in that town. This made King Uzziah rich. Another success happened when he battled Judah's enemies, the Philistines, and tore down their cities. He built new towns that made the people of Judah safer. The people really liked that. He built up Jerusalem's walls and built more forts to protect his people and the land. He was smart and invented the catapult along with other war machines. Catapults could throw huge stones from the towers to squash the enemy. God helped Uzziah. He had great victories against the Philistines, the Arabs, and the Meunites. People from other countries paid money to King Uzziah every year. His fame and power were known well beyond his kingdom, even in faraway Egypt. Uzziah continued to follow God, and the Lord gave him success. King Uzziah dug many wells throughout Judah. Wells provided clean water for the people to drink. The people were glad to have enough water. He had great herds of sheep and lots of livestock that needed water too. God was helping King Uzziah make Judah strong. King Uzziah loved the soil. He had many farms that grew food and many vineyards that grew grapes. He made sure his people had lots of good food. King Uzziah was a great leader, and he had a big army of over 300,000 men. They were very well-trained troops. King Uzziah provided the entire army with armor and weapons. With his great army, King Uzziah became more and more powerful. Some say he was on his way to becoming one of the greatest kings of Judah. King Uzziah was doing good. But with all of this great success, King Uzziah became proud. He believed that he was more important than other people. He believed that he was too important to follow God's rules. During this time in Israel's history, God's law said that only the priests from the family of Aaron were allowed to offer sacrifices in the temple. But proud King Uzziah believed that he was more important than the priests, and that he could do the priest's job and offer incense on the incense altar inside the temple. He went right up to the incense altar in the temple to make his offering to the Lord. The high priest Azariah and 80 other brave priests of the Lord went in after King Uzziah. Azariah said, "Stop! It is not for you to burn incense to the Lord. That is the job of only the priests. You need to get out of the sanctuary, for you have sinned. This is bad." King Uzziah did not like the priest reminding him of God's rules for the temple. He got very angry and began yelling at the priests. That was a bad thing to do too. While Uzziah was yelling, all of a sudden, leprosy appeared on the king's forehead. Leprosy was a deadly skin disease. The priests saw the leprosy and rushed the king out of the temple. King Uzziah was not allowed to return to his palace. He had to live all by himself in a separate house because the leprosy made him unclean. He ruled Judah for 52 years, and then he died. As a king, Uzziah was good and then bad.